The Premier of Gauteng, Mr. David Makura, the MEC, Community Safety and Liaison, Sizakele Nkosi Malaban, the National Commissioner of the South African Police, General Elias Chole, the Deputy Commissioner, General Mgwenya, the newly about to be appointed, though the media has, and I'm thinking of changing this announcement that I've been making. I'm thinking of changing it. Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, the committee members that are here, I saw young people here, many other officers, everybody, good morning. It gives me pleasure to be announcing the appointment of the new Provincial Commissioner of the South African Police Service in Houghton. You may recall that at the end of October 2018, the previous Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Deleng Dilange, retired, leaving this post vacant until today. Gauteng Province has and will always continue to be one of our priorities in crime, fighting and to reduce crime in the Republic of South Africa. If you don't work hard in this province to reduce crime, we are not going to win in terms of reducing crime in the Republic of South Africa. Premiers, they misinterpret GP sometimes. They call it gang paradise. I don't agree with them, Premier. They say so, it's not me saying. Thank you. I'm well equipped now. Hence, the province in particular could not be allowed to stay long without a permanent provincial commissioner. I would also like to thank the Premier and the MEC of Gauteng, as well as the South African Police Service Management, especially the National Commissioner, for cooperation during the process of appointing the leadership of the province in reorganization of the provincial management, to which I will afford the National Commissioner an opportunity to announce in a short while. The person charged with the responsibility of heading Gauteng is not new in the environment of policing. He has been with this organization since his enlistment in 1984 and has grown both in experience and knowledge. After his basic training, he has obtained a national diploma in policing and a Bachelor of Degree in administration. Ubalo tamapoisa wafundile. Ubalo shonjalo. Occupying senior management position since 2004 at national level, as well as serving as a joint chairperson of National Joint Operations and Intelligence Structures, the operation arm of the Justice, Crime Prevention and Security Cluster. The newly appointed Provincial Commissioner of Gauteng has been serving as a Divisional Commissioner of Operational Response Services. This is a wing we call ORS. That wing deals with your specialized units, starting from what you usually call Barrett, the CATS, the NIU, the Special Task Force, the Air Wing, all that. This is a man that has been running those forces within the South African Police since 2011, a position he has held with distinction. The officer tasked with the responsibility of making South Africa feel safe, in particular the citizen of Gauteng, is Lieutenant General Elias Mawela. Sukuma with him. As the Minister of Police and the management of the South African Police Service, we have full confidence in the newly appointed Provincial Commissioner, and we call upon all structures in the criminal justice system to work together with the police in the fight against crime and creating a safe and secure environment for all, as well as to ensure a better and easy life for the people of Houghton. Working together, we can and surely turn the tide on Gauteng. In conclusion, I would be failing in my duty if I did not thank both General Tilange as well as Major General Masha, the outgoing acting provincial commissioner, in all his future endeavors. They have shown commitment, dedication, and last but not least, loyalty to the South African Police Service and the nation. With Easter season upon us, we are confident that South Africans and visitors alike will enjoy a peaceful break. In the near future, South Africans will have yet another opportunity to exercise their democratic right to cast their votes. As a South African Police Service, we are more than committed to ensure the safety of all voters and the voting stations. For now, from my side, though he's still going to speak, I would like to thank the Premier for his high degree of cooperation and facilitating that the day comes soon and much quicker together with the MSC. Okay, now I will allow the National Commissioner to deal more with the operational issues on the matter and further announcing the team that will be working with the new Provincial Commissioner. Commissioner? Why don't you come here so that they don't move their stuff? Yeah, no, you come. We're making their work easy. We're not respecting the protocol only for today.
Honorable Minister, thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me also take the same opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Premier and the MEC, the Deputy National Commissioner, and the newly appointed Provincial Commissioner, all leaders around in the community. Firstly, I would like to spell out the turnaround vision direction and how does it relate to this announcement today. From the turnaround vision, we're following the theme on a journey to a safer South Africa. And the journey to a safer South Africa is spearheaded by Houghton as the strategic province in the country and as well as the economic hub of the country. Hence the emphasis by the Minister. In the value statement, we are community-centered driven, and hence we have also launched the community policing strategy in this particular province. In the deliverable description, it's the migration of resources from the strategic framework of the organization to the local policing framework, which means we're moving resources from the high levels to the level of the police stations because that's where crime is taking place. And hence, the team will be following that. Further to that, we're also reviewing the personnel plan of the organization and as well as this particular province. We've been out together with the Minister where we've announced the international stats as prescribed by the UN. The 1:220, which at the present moment is very skewed in our country, is 1:283. 383. And so, we are therefore reviewing the personnel plan of Gauteng so that annually we increase the strength and we bring it closer and closer to these ratios so that it can be reasonable. And we are taking it down to stations where we are now trying to update the ratio from the stations going upward. Coupled with this particular process is also the migration of physical resources, which are resources required by those who must go and function there down so that they can be able to. We're starting firstly with the police stations themselves, which is the capital project strategy. One of the police stations that will be opening officially by the Honorable Minister, joining hands with the Premier, is Dube Police Station, which will be open before the end of April. And further to that, we've got a service delivery access strategy In terms of the service delivery access strategy, there's a number of areas which has developed and requires policing or requires safety. I am going to, on this side, 2 priorities which we would like to focus on between now and 1st June. One of them is Cosmos City, where we want to have a police station fully functioning, and as well as Dorengop. But the service delivery access strategy is focusing on the whole of Gauteng and is a continuous process, including the work study process. And then, having given this particular brief, I would therefore like to take the opportunity to announce the team that is going to work together with the Provincial Commissioner. This process is referred to as the reorganization of policing in Gauteng, and therefore is not centered around an individual but a team. The Deputy Provincial Commissioners who will be supporting the Provincial Commissioner. The first one is Major General Parasi for policing. I'm not sure whether he's around. Just come forward there so that they can see you. He's one of the most beautiful Major Generals in the... That's right. Yeah, just take a... The second one for crime detection is Major General Ndlovu, the newly promoted. He's one of the most notorious investigators here. If he's looking for you, then you go to jail. The third one is Major General Rampota for corporate support. We are still continuing. We will be announcing the fourth one in due course. The process is receiving attention at the present moment. This is the team of 3 who will be working together with the Provincial Commissioner. In order to make sure that we fast track the migration of resources, there has been a need for us to review the structure of the organization. And in reviewing the structure, we have moved away from clusters to districts. And the province has got 5 districts, and we have adopted those particular districts as they are. And in these districts, there's Major Generals who will be serving. The first one is the Tshwane Metropolitan. The Major General who will be there is Major General Mtombeni. I'm not sure, you might like to see General Mtombeni. He's also equally beautiful like this. We've got very beautiful Major Generals. The second one is Eguruleni, Major General Lishabane. The third one is Major General Masha for Johannesburg. The next one, CD Bank District, Major General Molefe. The last one, West Rand, Major General Kekana. These are the districts. Over and above this, the work study still continues, and it has been concluded. 3 of the 5 districts are mega districts because they are metros. And those particular districts, they are still under review to check on their level so that they then function. But in the meantime, because we're serious about policing in Gauteng, and we're also serious about bringing the authority next to the people, I have also deployed 2 lieutenant generals as a service arrangement. The first one is deployed to Eguruleni, and that is Lieutenant General Motiba. The second Lieutenant General is not here, but I will only announce the name is Major General Kwena for Tshwane. Then there has been a need that I think Gauteng has got the highest crime heavyweight stations and highest number of crime heavyweight stations across the country. And in terms of the work study process, a need arose that we should elevate some of these stations to the next level, coupled to the migration of resources. Those stations which has been elevated to the level of Major General, they are as follows. The first one, Ivory Park, and the Major General deployed there is Major General Mpele. The station commanders can just stand there. The second one, Sunnyside, Major General Vise. We received quite a lot of complaints about Sunnyside, therefore we brought a Major General. So the holiday in Sunnyside is over. The next one is Soshanguve, Major General Mohajane. The next one is Tembisa Police Station, Major General Subia. The next one, Mamelodi East, Major General Botsileng. Station commanders, please come forward and just please come forward, station commanders. The next one, Moroka Police Station, Major. Okay. Mamelodi East. Then the next one is Moroka Police Station, Major General Mateis. The last three, which has been upgraded to Major General, the announcement shall be made in due course. It's work in progress. Dobsonville, we will be announcing it soon, but it's also at the level of Major General. Then Haneju, we will also be making the announcement soon. Joburg Central, as well as Pretoria Central. But this is the team that's going to work with the Provincial Commissioner. The Minister has already made a call for support from all angles, including communities. The community policing strategy is there. From my side, I would like to extend my appreciation to the Minister for the opportunity, and at the same time also thank the Honorable Premier and the MEC for the support that they've given us. We are together with the provincial government, with the communities, and with all the security forces. Thank you, Minister.
Premier, before you come, I'll do what I'm notorious of. I believe that all cell phones that are used at this level are paid by the state. So they become a public phone. So all these are going to give their cell phones here. All these commissioners are giving, starting with 07079 3020 which is mine. And then the National Commissioner, Lalelan Nan, 079 3020 You phone this one when you phoned everybody here. This is the last one. Don't phone me to ask me if I'm fine. I am fine.
Thank you very much, Minister. My number is 082 450 9206. By the time you call me, I shall have fired this new provincial commissioner. But as the minister encourages us, let us call, and then for the service, the police are available. Let me hand over to the National Commission, the Provincial Commission of Permission. Minister.
Let's not delay Premier. After Premier, they'll give their numbers. all. I'll check those numbers. If I find that you gave a wrong number, I'll fire Stall.
Thank you very much. Dumelang Chala Sama Melody, Sanbonani, Realeboha Hulu. Let me first acknowledge the Minister of Police and the National Commissioner for this very important work they have delivered today. I want to say that the MEC and myself have spent a lot of time with previous police ministers, visiting them without exception on the question of sorting out crime in Gauteng. Crime, as we speak, crime is the #1 problem of the people of this province. It has bypassed jobs as the #1 top concern of the people of Gauteng. Almost everyone is affected by crime in this province. In the townships, in the suburbs, everywhere. Those who run businesses, crime is everywhere. It is for that reason that over time, myself and the MEC reached the conclusion that we need an approach to crime in Houghton that treats Gauteng as a national priority. 50% of the crime committed in the Republic is committed here in this province. If our country wants to reduce crime, the crime fighting in Gauteng has to be a national approach. When the new minister came and the new national commissioner came, we also sat them down and said, please, when you appoint provincial commissioners, this time round, we don't just want the appointment of a provincial commissioner. We want a proper team of crime fighters, and not just a team at the provincial headquarters, not just the provincial commissioner and the deputies, but we need to reorganize crime fighting in Gauteng province. And I want to thank the minister and the national commissioner, because today you are delivering to us, firstly, the provincial commissioner who has got a record, a track record as a crime buster, as a crime faster. Crime fighter, General Mawela, we welcome you to Gauteng. We have worked with you a lot. We have worked with General Mawela a lot. He has been in charge of many operations, including Operation Fiela. I want to say to the criminals in Gauteng, I want to repeat, I want to say to the criminals in Gauteng, Rilo Shapatupa. Because our communities are terrorized. Mamelodi is known for one chap here, one chap, I won't mention his name, who is on a reign of terror. One chap here is on a reign of terror. He has turned Mamelodi into his own fiefdom. He's terrorizing everybody. He's shooting down people. He's collecting money he's shutting down projects. He's collecting money from people here. And yes, watch the space. Watch the space. His days are numbered out of prison. His days out of prison are numbered. General Mawela, I want to also welcome all the deputy provincial commissioners who are here. I know them, fortunately. Over the past 5 years, we have been working together. Even the men and women who are now going to be in charge of the districts, the 5 districts, we have worked with them. They are very dedicated people. The important thing, Sechaba Sayesu, Hasima Ponisa Fela I Longora Twanse Alwanse crime. Sechaba, community Itwanse Ibeteng. I want to comment, there are young people here who are involved in crime fighting in the community. Let's give those young people a big round of applause. They are called the WASP. They are involved in fighting crime in our community here. Women in Mamelodi cannot walk around without fearing to be raped, without fearing to be killed. Our children can't play in any area safely. So what we are doing today with the unveiling of this team, so I want to say to the National Commissioners, thank you for listening to us. We can't tell you who to appoint. That is your job. But when you give us people who are not doing a good job, we come back to you and say, the communities are complaining. I was here in Mamelodi several times. The communities have complained about policing in Mamelodi many times. And I said, we can't leave it like this. We must intervene. We must make Mamelodi safe, like we must make every community in Gauteng safe. I also want to say that from now on, this morning at 5 o'clock, we started with an anti-crime operation. In Mamelodi, we blocked all the roads in and out of Mamelodi. 26 wanted criminals were arrested this morning, 26 of them. There are many cars, stolen vehicles, others suspected because the VIN numbers have been changed, that were impounded by the police. There are also taxis that were not roadworthy, carrying our people that were put off again. This is not the last day. We are going to do this everywhere. We are not going, me and the MEC will be there with the police men and women who are here in uniform. So, Minister, we are not just going to complain. When people say there's no policing, we will not just complain. We go with the police where crime is there and face the criminals head on. We are going to go there. Crime is everywhere in Gauteng. It's not just in Mamelodi. It's in the CBDs, it's in the townships, it's in the suburbs. We are determined to make Houghton safe. We are absolutely determined to make Houghton safe. But we want to work with our communities. I want to say to our councillors, there are councillors who are here, let's also ensure communities are organized. The CPFs must work. And we must report the criminals. We know them. Drugs. These drug lords, we mustn't just target the guys who are distributing. We must target the factories. We must shut down the factories that are manufacturing the drugs. We must arrest the big guns. I'm saying to the police, in front of you, in the next 3 months, I want all the top 20 most wanted criminals in Gauteng to be in jail. The top 20 most wanted criminals, some of them are in the areas of drugs. Some of them are serial rapists and killers of women. Some of them are involved in business robbery. Some of them are involved in major other commercial crimes, including stealing the equipment we put in our schools when we build new schools for our children in the townships. All those criminals must be in jail. They don't belong out here. So in conclusion, MEC, you and I are happier today. Minister, we have gone to office, that office there, your office, engaged with previous ministers and said, in Gauteng, we need to approach crime with a very different approach. Gauteng province is a dense province. We have new communities coming up everywhere. Another important area of crime we must deal with is illegal invasion of land and the sale of land. Illegal sale of land, including sale of RDP houses. That's where corruption is involved. The police, you must also tackle corruption decisively without fear or favor. And that's an important thing we must do. We are going to make this province safe. We at a political level are going to support the police, as we have always been doing. And I'm glad today, I'm very happy today. Over the next few days and months, you are going to see the police in every community every day. I said to people who are going to work this morning, please bear with us. You may be feeling that you are being delayed, but we are doing our work. We want to make Mamelodi safe. We want to make the whole of Houghton safe. Indeed, the whole of South Africa safe. So, ha re sebetseng kaofela, we want to call on you to go out there, report crime, and work with the police. We will remove from any police station, from any of our police services, those police officers who are putting the name of the police in disrepute, who are working with drug lords, who are working with criminals. We have made it clear the constitution of our country requires that they shouldn't be there. So in Gauteng, are shapeng tupa. Re kgalemele lenyatso. Butsotsi ha ba batle mo makeisheneng. But let's join the fight together. Thank you very much. Let's make Mamelodi safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Premier. Thank you, Minister. Thank you to the National Commissioner. We'll move into the second session of this media briefing. I will first allow the generals to give their numbers, the units they're heading, and the districts they are heading, and then we'll move into the Q&A session. Thank you.
I'm Major General Teko Parasi, Deputy Provincial Commissioner Police in Gauteng. My number is 082 413 1897. 082 413 1897.
I'm Major General Ndlovu, in charge of the detectives. My number is 082 778 9322. 082 778 9322.
I'm Major General Rampota. My number is 082 337 2062. In charge of corporate services. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Major General Mtombeni. I'm in Tshwane District as a deputy. My number is 082 9478 596. 082 9478 596.
Morning, Minister. My name is Major General Lishabani, the district of Ekurhuleni. My number is as follows: 082 77 87 912. I want to repeat: 082 77 87 912. Thank you.
I am Major General Max Masha, Johannesburg District. My cell number is 082 447 3542. 082 447 3542. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. I'm Major General Mulife from Sidibeng. My number is 082 412 9796. I repeat, 082 412 9796.
Thanks, Minister. I'm Major General Fred Kekana, District Commissioner, West Rand. My number is 082 3777 624. 082 3777 624. Thank you.
Thanks, Minister. I'm Lieutenant General Lesija Mutiba. My number is 082 778 3678. 082 778 3678 from the district of Ekurhuleni.
Thank you, Minister. I'm Major General Mbele, the Station Commander of Ivory Park. My number is 076 860 8333. I repeat, 076 860 8333.
Thank you, Minister. I'm Major General Subia for Tembisa, and the cell phone number is 082 4474 986. I will repeat, 082 4474 986. Thank you.
Good morning, Minister. It's Major General Andre Visa, Sunnyside, 082 778 4274, 082 778 4274.
Good morning, Minister. I am Major General Botseleng, placed where we are standing right now, Mamelodi East, as the Station Commander. My number is 082 443 8645. I repeat it. 082 443 8645. Mamelodi East.
Good morning, Minister. Mayor General Mohajani, the Station Commander of Soshanguve. My number is 082 778 4324. 082 778 4324.
Good morning, Minister. Sanbonani Mpagati. I'm Major General Matesi, the Station Commander of Moroka in Soweto. My number is 082 372 2080. 082 372 2080. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Generals. You may take your seats. Just before we move in, is there a need for a Q&A? I think the Premier and the Minister and the National Commissioner have said a mouthful. But before we move to a close, I'm going to allow the new Provincial Commissioner of Gauteng, General Mawela, to give us a few words. And then if there's a need for questions, can you please indicate so we can wrap up the business for the day? General, over to you.
Yeah, sharp and short, man.
General? Oh, in front of everyone.
It's fine, yeah.
It's fine, yeah.
Let me first take a cue from the National Commissioner and observe the protocol. Honorable Minister, Honorable Premier, I'm deeply honored to stand before you today on the as the sixth Police Commissioner of Houghton Province. And I wonder if there is any correlation of the number and today's date is the 6th of February. Whatever it is, I hope it is only for good things. Moreover, we are in Mamelodi, my power base. I call it my power base because this is the place which I was mentored by some of the great leaders of our country who taught me community policing. If I may mention few, Bo Mr. Peter Maluleka, Bo Brapesti Mulefe, Malefu, just to mention very few. I've seen Bokuos here, yeah. And I wonder, they still look young, and then I'm getting old, because when we started working here, we were all young. And then now I'm old, they are still young. Yes, yes, this is the team I've worked with them, Premier. Yeah, for many years here in Mamelodi. And this is the team which was taking me to each and every corner here in Mamelodi. Yes, good corners. Yeah, including the Vista University, when Vista University was still a no-go area for the police, but I was entering Vista University through this community. I'm not going to say much about my speech. I'm going to conclude. Ladies and gents, I'm always an open-minded person. Forever welcome new ideas that will take us to the better heights. Therefore, in the spirit of community policing, I call upon all the people of Gauteng. Tell me, how do you want me to police you? In conclusion, may I say to the peace-loving people of South Africa, in particular Gauteng, I promise to be your humble servant, unconditionally so. I urge and call upon all of you to work with us as law enforcement agencies. Complement us when we are lacking, where we are lacking, and work with us towards a better South Africa and a better Gauteng. I love you all. God bless you.
Thank you very much to General Mawela, the new Provincial Commissioner of Gauteng. Congratulations once more, General, to you and your team in the district and all other divisions. Members of the media, I think that brings us to the conclusion of the day, unless there are indications of any questions. No questions from members of the media. That's great. General Mawela, can we please have your number so that the community of Gauteng can be able to reach you as and when they wish, as the humble servant you have indicated to be?
My minister will recall that I went with him in Chatsworth, and he have done the same. Minister, ever since that day, I'm still receiving calls from all over South Africa. Chatsworth, they are phoning me every day. But anyway, let me give it to you. 082-575-4675. But eduna let's on.